Hey, what's up? DFS Rico coming at you with my picks and insight for this League of Legends LPL and LCK 4-game slate on July 1st. For Wednesday, July 1st, we got ourselves a 4-game slate. Pretty good slate in my opinion. A lot of well-balanced matchups. Should be pretty good. Before I get into it, if you could like, comment, subscribe, I appreciate it. Once again, thanks for all the Patreon. I got a couple more sign-up yesterday. I'll put the Patreon sign-up in the description. If you guys want to sign up, it's only $5. I mean, $5. I don't want to say I could guarantee you can make that in a day or two, but I mean, if I don't help you make $5 in a month, then there's probably an issue right there. So I think you can make that back pretty soon. Got a lot of good guys in there talking. Got someone in there even uploading a spreadsheet. So thanks for that. So it's a lot of good info in there. And don't be on there. You can ask me any questions directly. And I also have that game-by-game breakdown. I actually ended up doing a video. Ended up being like 17, 18 minutes long, where I actually go into every game, break them down, my game theory, all that kind of stuff. And it just benefits you guys more. See like options and things that can happen, that I believe can happen, that can change the aspect of a slate. But yeah, so let's just get into it. This video is going to be a little shorter. Like I said, I try to keep more info in my... on my Patreon, just so they got a little more out of it. Here, I'll just keep something brief and just go kind of my favorite play. Alright, so these are the lineups. Invictus Gaming is playing Reheal in the support, so be wary of that. And then DMO is playing this guy, Yui. He's not in the lineup yet on DraftKings or FanDuel is what I heard. Even looking at the comments right here. He's not in there, so I don't know if the DraftKings is going to update it and put him in, or we're just going to be playing no supports for DMO. I don't really plan on playing anyone in that team anyways. And then Suning versus LGD. Same thing. I think these teams are pretty balanced. I mean, LGD has looked a lot better this split, but honestly, I think they're pretty balanced teams. LGD is a good team. They're playing for that 4th seed in the LPL, but they're good. Both teams are good in my opinion. I think Suning's hasn't been playing as good as they could be. Then next thing I'm going to do is go over to the odds. Invictus Gaming will probably be the highest owned team against Dominus. In this video, I'm going to try to keep it more towards like cash-based and lower entry GPPs. I go into more detail for bigger GPPs and stuff in my Patreon video. But this video, I mean, I like Invictus, obviously. I'm pretty sure everyone will. They'll probably be the highest owned team on the slate. Then you got Suning versus LGD in a really close matchup. Like I said, they're pretty balanced teams in my opinion. And then my LCK one is loading again. I don't know what happened. All right, so we got T1 versus Damwon in a toss-up practically. Two of the best teams in the LCK for sure. And then you got Sandbox Gaming and Gen.G. Gen.G, the next biggest favorite, which I think will have the second highest ownership, which they should. But yeah, so let's get right back to it. My favorite team to target today is going to be Gen.G. I really like Gen.G. or IG for cash, whichever one, or like smaller GPPs. I don't have an issue with either one of those teams. So I do like targeting Gen.G. They're big favorites. I think IG will have more ownership, so I do kind of like playing Gen.G. If you're going to be playing anyone from Gen.G, SP is like the worst team in the LCK right now. They rank in the bottom 2 in every statistical category, objective, anything like that, deaths. They just aren't that good. And they have troubles versus AD carries. So I really like playing Ruler in my AD carry spot. And I don't mind pairing them up with Clid and even Rascal in the top lane. The only thing you got to worry about with them is that they do swap their supports around. Life has played the last 2 matches, but Kellen played early in the split. And they are playing the later game. So you might want to just stay away from the support just to be safe. In a game that can be a blowout, they might just take a chance and play Kellen just to do it. Just because I feel like they're going to blow them out. So it's like the team that I really like. I really like Gen.G. You can kind of go either way with all these other games. Maybe just picking the favorites like LGD, IG, or T1. That's usually the safest way to play in cash and smaller GPPs. If you want to take a chance, though, in the bigger ones, you obviously want to play like underdogs, because that's where you're going to really differentiate yourself from everybody. Because if the underdog does end up scoring high or just winning in general, you're going to push yourself way higher than all these guys that are just going to be playing the teams that are supposed to win. And in the LPL and LCK, we all know what can happen. And it ends up being a huge, upset all the time. The last 2 slates we've had an upset. We have an underdog win. So, I mean, I don't see why it can't happen today in a bigger slate. The chances somebody gets upset is pretty high in my opinion. So just be careful with that if you are going to be playing bigger contests. But like I mentioned, I go into more detail with that in my Patreon. I want to keep more of the info over on there. But if you have any questions, don't be afraid to comment. But I don't mind pairing Gen.G up with any of the favorites, honestly. I think it'll be easy. But the only thing is you will have a 80 mid laner. A captain spot will be a top laner or a jungler. When if you play like underdogs, you can obviously have an AD carry or mid laner. But yeah, that's really all I'm looking at. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I really do appreciate it. Get over to that Patreon, that Discord, and let's get some money.